Well, good morning. Well, I guess good afternoon considering it's 1:22. We got another box, except for this one's pretty thin and light, and it says Hansshow on it, and there's some stuff rolling around in there. Let's check out this packaging job. It's early for me. I just woke up. Let's check this out. Alrighty, as promised, cool little box from Hansshow, and well, not the best of packing jobs, I imagine. So we got a couple of cables here, a couple of little computer terminal, little boxes, a spooge tool, and a torque bit screwdriver, which, yeah, I mean, for general around the house stuff, this will make its way into our toolbox. Some double-sided sticky tape, and a pair of these. Wow, that's the main attraction right there. Let's open that bag. Nice little static-free Ziploc bag here. We don't need that. And what we got are the Ambient door light kit. These go inside the doors on, I think, 25 and up, 3 and Y. And there's a little bit of wire. We might throw some black tape on this just to hold that down. These actually snap into the doors on the driver's side front and passenger side front. They plug into the factory wiring harness, and now you have speaker lights that you can control. They were $128 delivered, I believe. Use a Tesla Tim in the checkout. It might be Tesla Tim or Tesla Tim 20, I'm not sure. But I figured for 130 bucks, these would be pretty cool to add. We need to do some work on the inside of the car. Door panels are coming off, which is 3 bolts, and let's see what we're in for. All right, so we're going to start on the driver's side. This is a T30 bit, by the way. So there are 3 T30 torque bits we have to get out. There is one behind this red reflector, so we'll have to get in there with that little pry tool they gave us, pop that out. There is one directly under the door arm here, and then there is another one under the handle up there, if you can see it in the camera. All right, so there's one up here, one right here, about midway down, and then we have to pull that reflector to get those off. So let me grab said tool and get you guys a better angle here, and I will be RB. Okay, so I am definitely not a fan of using power tools inside a car because you can round off bolt heads. So what we're going to do, okay, doesn't get any easier than that. Let's go ahead and move that so we don't accidentally walk over it, and then just get your T30 in there. And like butter, it just comes out. Now there is a giant hole right here, so don't drop your screw, although it's not going to matter because you're going to be fishing it out anyway. No Loctite on this thing. It was just a nice little torque, like, you know, just a little hand tight. So I'm going to pull off the other 2, and I will be right back. Okay, so with our screws out, the next thing we have to do is get this little tweeter out of here. And I believe that this I think it just pops straight up. I'm sure that there's just clips holding it on, considering these cars are giant Legos. And yep, just pops right up. There is a little piece of white plastic in here that looks like it's just acting as cable management. And the biggest thing with this one, take your time. You remember you're pulling against wires and stuff, so you really don't want to screw this up. And yeah, it's a white keeper clip in here. Give me a second, I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like. You have looks like you have 2 sets of wires right here that just unplug, and then right here is this little keeper clip. So it looks like you can either pull straight out from right down here. It looks like there's a release peg right here. Yep, that's it. And then these 2 guys. So I'm going to pop these off camera really quick, and then I'll show you. Yep, that was easy. So just pushing these 2 little clips on the side, and then this just pops right out. And then you unplug from this side. This is just a, well, this one is a straight pull. This one has a little keeper that you're going to push down and then just slides right out. It's actually a pretty nice speaker. Well, it feels pretty nice anyway. Cool. Okay, let's figure out how to pull this door panel. The screws are out. Like I said, there's only 3 holding it in. And now we have to kind of pop this out and up. It does ride in the track in here, so that part should be easy. But I don't really know what the wiring situation looks like under here. I mean, I know it's probably going to be pretty impressive. So I really hope that there's enough slack I can at least set this down on the ground. So the tool that they give you is not the greatest. Amazon or Harbor Freight, you need something with a little more length on them, so I grabbed mine. Stick it down here in the far corner until you can get a finger under here and literally just kind of, I hate to say it, but just give it a solid yank, and then you'll start hearing the clips pop out, and then really carefully start working around the rest of the car. Let me move my camera here so you can see. Start moving around the rest of the car to get the clips out, and you'll hear them. And you might need to stick your pry tool back in here a little bit so it's out, and then you should just be able to go up and over with it. Oh, just like that. Hell yeah. Okay, I just happen to have a giant box nearby, so that's what we got the table laid on. So there it all is in its glory. And now what we need to do is we got to come back over here to our box of goodies. We're going to need one of these control modules, and we're going to need the controller wire and a piece of the double-sided tape that they give you, because everything is going to mount onto the speaker grill itself, I believe. So here we go. So with the door folded down in front of you, because this has changed, the actual control module is right here at the corner of the door, and you got your cool little heat sink right here, and then here is your wire, and it just plugs into it. I hate grabbing and yanking wires, and the only thing you can pinch is right here at the base. Don't wiggle and pull. It's just you just gotta pull, and it feels like it's not gonna come, and then boink, it comes right out. So now what we'll do is we'll grab our new wiring harness. It only goes in one way, you know, when it's straight like this. Let me get on some white there. So straight like this plugs in line to the factory harness, and then you have your extension cord, which is gonna go down to your speaker grill. So let me get some better light over here. Let's finish this door up. So this can only go in one way. You have a male end over here, a female end over here. So we'll take the factory harness and we'll plug that into the female side, and it is directional, it looks like. It is. And then we'll plug this side into the door portion, which is also directional. Ooh. And there is a little piece of plastic in here. I'm not sure how well it shows up, but it's a little fleck of plastic, and yeah, it's hard plastic too. That would have really sucked to try to slam this in here and break something. All right, so this should just plug in now. Yep, and it did. And then let's see here. We have our door speaker right here. Let me make sure the ambient light is on. Well, we'll check that in a second. All right, and then, oh, that's right, we need our control box. So you can either, you know, set all this in really nicely as you go. I am going to just plug it all in and then just do a real quick dry run. And we are rocking and rolling. The car is in Rave Cave right now, and I hope you can see it, but it is absolutely changing light with the Rave Cave. So that is exactly what we were looking for. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the best way to mount this, the control box, the wiring, because if I hear rattling coming from the door, I'm going to be super pissed. So we might have to tape some of this down, but let's see what it's going to look like if that's going to get folded over here. So yeah, I think we're going to run this. Yeah, I think what we're going to do, now that we know that it works and we got a good test run out of it, going to disconnect it. And boy, these are some really thin wires on the door speaker side. So what we'll do is we'll pop this out very, very carefully. And then this just has regular U-clips on it. So what you'll do is you'll just snap them right onto the door panel. That should work just like, well, they don't actually really seem to snap on here. That can't be right with them just hovering. I got a stupid fly here. Let me show you what I'm talking about here really fast. So the clips right here, you know, they're just U-clips. This thing just seems to sit here, and I know it's not supposed to do that. It's got to lock down somewhere. Left. I'm assuming what that L means right there. This is the left side of the car, so we know we're good there. But so that's it, kind of a little bit interesting on how this actually plugs in here. Let's take a look at, did they give us directions? Oh, hell yeah, we got quality directions in the box. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna fart around with that, and I'm really hoping that just snaps in there. Or it might actually, now that I'm looking at it too, use the compression of the speaker to hold it in, but that would suck because if this moves when you put the door back on, then it's gonna rattle. Interesting. Whew, I tell you what, it is not inducive to do this when it is so damn hot out. So yes, Hansshow actually expects you to use the compression of the speaker to hold that ambient light in. That is a nightmare. It's fallen out 4 or 5 times. I have heat stroke, so I'm gonna go relax for a little bit and cool down. Come back out tonight in the evening, have a better look at it. But there's 2 standoffs to hold the speaker grill in. Hansshow should have spent the extra 0.008 cents and had standoffs molded into those, so you could just take the screw out and use those 2 screws to at least hold the ambient light strip in, because it literally is a gravity hold, and as soon as you turn the door straight up like that, gravity pulls it down. So I'm sure that there's probably an easy fix, but I need to go inside and cool down and have another look at it here in just a little bit. So I'm gonna check in with you guys in a couple hours. Holy smokes, this turned out to be a lot more than I thought. Sometimes all you have to do is walk away for a minute, cool down, collect yourself, and you will figure it out. So what I did was very simple. Here it is. With this laying inside the door speaker, you do have a little bit of a lip right there. I just used some of that black tape to hold it in place. It's only got to be in there long enough for you to, you know, put the door panel back on. And we did have some casualties. We lost, 2 of those little door clips. It's not the end of the world. If you have OCD and you need to replace them, you could probably walk into your local service department and get them. 1 on the left side of the door, 1 on the right. But you have 3 bolts holding it back in, so no big deal. My advice, don't do this when the humidity is really high and it's 98 outside. Just don't even worry about doing that. And just take your time. That's all you got to do. If you come up to an issue, just work the problem. Hansshow has a good video on their site. Well, it's good. It's, you know, a production video, so of course it's good. Even I had to default back to that a couple of times, especially to find the wiring harness. Tesla changed it from 2025 to 2026, where it is on the door. So I had to find it, but I showed you guys where it is. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's check it out one more time. So with that, guys, I'm not going to show you the passenger side door. It's the exact same thing. Take your time, work the problem. They're actually pretty great. I'm really, really glad I have these. It's just, you know, bad weather conditions to be doing it in. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Totally appreciate all of you subscribing. We've had actually quite a few more subscribers. So to those of you that have, I truly appreciate it. And we will see you guys on the next one.